What is up, guys? It is Jack, back up in this bitch with 10 Liters Fitness. And I'm out here just running around right now, just taking care of one or two things. Going to get my hours for the next week from work. Went to gotta get my headlights sorted after I was pulled over by the police for having one out. And I gotta get a tax rebate sorted at the bank. So just general fun and games right now out here. But yeah, I thought I'd take a break from all that to just talk to you guys for a minute. And what I want to talk about today is vegan gains again. Okay, that little rascal. But yeah, so what I wanted to talk about is why him and the vegan extremists are always going to come out on top when you have these YouTube beefs, right? And the reason for that is because, okay, the reason I'm doing this is because I don't know how many of you saw Jerry Ward's video on his BioS 3 channel, where he made a big thing of, you know, because he's doing a lot of videos on this guy lately, calling him Vegan Stains, saying how he's got his back against the wall this time. You know, he's got Vegan Gains backed into a corner, you know, he's winning this time, he's coming out on top. But I have to say that I can see why he's saying that, because Jerry's certainly not losing in this situation. But to say Vegan Gains is losing is you know, that's also incorrect, because the reason for that is because the reason these vegan guys exist, you know, on YouTube, you know, the whole reason they're here is to promote veganism, is to, you know, increase awareness, is to you know, try and convert people and give information on it. So you have to realize that in the way you would shut down a normal fitness YouTuber, right, by just criticizing their information and trying to make it look like they don't know shit, right, because that's how you would shut down a normal fitness YouTuber. But for a vegan fitness YouTuber, it's all about attention, right? So the only way you're going to shut them down and effectively beat them is if you're no longer, you know, no one's talking about them, you know, so no one goes to watch their shit, so their message of veganism isn't spread. Now, obviously the way that you do that isn't by making response videos and isn't by about talking about them, okay? Now, don't get me wrong, I get why guys are doing this, simply because by now, where Vegan Gains has got to, the size of his channel, the growth of it has been absolutely ridiculous. I think he's only been on YouTube for about, what, 8-9 months or something, but he's already bigger than a lot of these guys that he set out to attack. So by replying, you know, the way that works in the YouTube interaction, you know, channels calling each other out, is that the smaller channel will receive the more growth, but it's actually a mutually beneficial thing. So the fact that you're talking about him at all is actually, it's going to cause their growth, because he has more subscribers than most of the people who are attacking him now, but it's also going to cause growth for him and growth for what he's talking about, because the fact of the matter is, a lot of these guys, you look at a lot of the upload feeds of a lot of the big fitness YouTubers now, and what you'll see is a lot of them are now talking veganism, right? A lot of them are talking about veganism, whether it's Vegan Gains, or just in general, because they now realize that there's a lot of views in this. And that's all because of this Vegan Gains guy who has come out and, you know, made it a big thing by attacking everyone and then getting responses. So to be fair, the only way you're going to beat him, if that's your goal, is by ignoring him. But it's got to the point now where no one wants to do that, because there's, you know, views to be had off talking shit on this guy. So yeah, fair play to him. You know, he's although I've said before, you know, he's set out to be kind of the bad guy, you know, and I have to say that as a person, as a character, I don't, you know, he doesn't seem like someone I particularly like, particularly with his videos of late. He's done some real quite soulless, quite heartless stuff, really. Like, what did he do? But I think it's got to the point that he's doing it intentionally now, because he knows that by causing controversy and, you know, starting drama and shit and getting people talking about him is the best way to spread his message of veganism. You know, that's why him and Durian Rider and people like that all set out to be so extreme and, you know, cause controversy and be like play the bad guy, because that just gets so much more hits and attention than the vegan channels that set out to be, you know, oh, Mr. Nice Guy, you know, like try to act all friendly and calm. And I know that they get frustrated about that because, you know, the guys, these friendly vegan channels, because they say that, you know, Vegan Gains and Durian Rider, you know, they're a bad influence, you know, and they're bad in a portrayal of the vegan community because it makes people think that we're all extreme and crazy, but when the fact of the matter is we just care about the animals. But, you know, we're not all crazy sociopaths and, you know, hateful and all this, like the way that Vegan Gains portrays. But yeah, you can't, at the end of the day, it's hard to deny that Vegan Gains has done a lot more for veganism, you know, and spreading it, like the idea of veganism, because everyone's talking veganism now because of this guy. Then he's doing a lot more for it than a lot of the guys who, you know, are all polite and considerate and kind, which you can say is unfortunate. You know, it depends how you look at it, but the reality of it is that, you know, the nice guys are the ones who, you know, it's the equivalent of going door to door, you know, knocking, saying, "Hi there, my name's blah blah blah, would you like some veganism?" Whereas Vegan Gains is just kicking the fucking door down and bitch slapping you with a handful of veganism, right? It's not nice and it's not particularly what people want to see or hear, but they're getting veganism whether they like it or not. You know, you've got to deal with that. And, you know, I have to say, I think he's been immensely effective in what he's doing, despite the fact that he's said some crazy shit and it's got to the point where not a lot of people like him now. But, you know, bearing in mind he never set out to make friends in the first place, you know. His approach from day one was, you know, no prisoners, I don't give a fuck what you think, have some veganism. So, yeah, he's been immensely successful in that, even though I've got to the point now where a lot of people think that you're straight crazy. You know, make of it what you will, but the facts that he comes out with, you know, they're true facts, you know, regardless of what your opinion is. Because when you think about it, well, when I think about it, I mean, until this guy came around, obviously I knew what veganism was and I knew it was a thing, but until he started making it mainstream, you know, in YouTube fitness, I never really considered it. I never really thought, you know, I knew it was a thing, but I never really thought, maybe I should go vegan. Okay, let me think about this, let me consider it. And, you know, I'll be honest with you, he made me consider it, he made me think about it. But, he didn't convert me in the end, you know, for whatever reason, but he made me consider it, which is a lot more than, you know, all these nicey, you know, vegan channels have ever made me do. So, yeah, anyway, I know it's been a bit of a weird video, but just food for thought, you know, just something to think about. You know, when people consider that, you know, they're trying to shoot Vegan Gains down and they think he's in decline because he's acting all strange and putting out controversial videos that make people dislike him. He's actually getting more attention than ever right now, you know. He's one of the big dogs in YouTube fitness right now, which is quite incredible to say, I think. But yeah, anyway, make of that what you will. Hope this has been interesting. I've been Jack with 10 Liters Fitness. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.